Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Blades in the Dark mini-series, Thicker Than Water. We have our beautiful cast here today. My name is Star. I am the GM for this, and let's go ahead and introduce the cast real quick.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I play Asmus.
Hi, I'm Helen and I play Kiki Mora.
Hi, I'm Ezra and I play Adonis.
Hi, I'm Lindsay and I play Rufus.
Hi, I'm Carolee and I play Indy.
And I'm Star and I'm everyone else. Previously on Thicker Than Water. Episode 1 saw our cast of scoundrels working to find someone who had previously targeted them. They talked of a time someone sent them to find something and then threw a bomb at them when they were going to get their money, and they have been looking for that person ever since. They found that the person who threw that bomb at them was named Timothy from the Red Sashes Aruvian School of Sword Fighting. They investigated a little bit more, but eventually found that in that time, Timothy's failings led to his own demise. He was sent out to other gangs who they found had also been tasked with retrieving items, and Timothy himself was turned into something known as a hull, where his spirit resides in electromagnetic devices. The gang itself had a new quest, a new assignment from Cyrus Blackmore, who offered to give them information on the person who they thought was targeting them, in exchange for getting a family heirloom back to him. The group all worked together during the midterm event party of Grimloche Academy to retrieve these items, or this one item pocket watch for him. And when retrieving it and delivering up to him, he turned away and revealed someone from Sarah Dwin's past, who then promptly killed her very violently. The group all saw their friend pass very violently, and Asmus kicked Margette, the person who killed her, off of the top of the clock tower, but unfortunately she survived as they took running away. They don't know what's happening, but we're going to cut right back into the end of the action where they have just left before we move on to the downtime phase of In Between Scores. So you guys have just left the academy, or left the score. It's literally probably 20 minutes later. What's your first thoughts of what you're doing? And Rufus is carrying a dead body.
Asmus is probably like in denial because that's his girl, and he's probably trying to convince Rufus to be like, take her to a hospital, like a clinic or something. Like, she needs to get help. Like, do it.
I feel like Adonis would be more of like a support. So he would he's probably staying with Asmus, and probably like if Asmus allows, like has a light hand on his shoulder, otherwise he's just like sticking close to him. And it's kind of just like trying to guide him back to wherever they're going. And it's just like, we'll like get her to a hospital later, but for now we need to go to the base right now.
I would think Indy's at the front, like leading everyone probably to one of the secret ways that you go down into the underground sort of gondola system, or I know we had the secret passageways we had access to because we have a dead body. So
On top of that, we also don't know if our layer has been technically compromised since like
Cyrus
like came to us at the pet store.
Oh. No.
Well, technically, Cyrus was... Jesus, dogs. Cyrus was already following us around. They know where we live, where we work. So...
yeah, Cyrus pretty much already knows everything.
Yeah, and we had him blindfolded and dizzy and everything before he actually came into the proper secret lair. So he knows that it's near or around the vet clinic, but he doesn't necessarily know, like, how to get into it.
If I could say, you guys know about Sarah Dwin's home? Well,
Oh yeah, Asmus lives there.
Do we
Oh,
want
that's gonna be
to
so
go
sad.
there then instead of the base?
What do we do with this body?
Ha.
I would say we either bury it or burn it, as bad as that sounds, but like
I mean, there's the crematorium at the
at the
clinic.
yep.
I mean, I would say in this world that's probably the safest thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Won't they come? The people that have the crematorium come looking for her body? Because
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Can find death.
there
Oh.
was a clock tower did go off when she died. The bell did. And you can hear crows cawing in the distance.
Is there any way to, like, I don't think there's a way to, like, mask the form of, like, the smell of death. At least the crows.
I think I would think just as people who would live in this world, this is probably something that they're used to, and the best way probably is just to let the crows do their thing, and like that probably is like the best course of action in general in this world. And like I think as people, when we live outside of this kind of world, it's like, oh, what would we do with the body? But like really, like what would you do with the body? You let it do its natural thing, probably, or like leave it or burn it, or especially in the criminal world, like we as humans want to take care of our friend's body. But
I would say we should probably burn it. That way, A, if someone wants to keep the ashes, then they can, or B, it's less evidence kind of tying back to us, if that makes sense. People in this world can use dead bodies for their own advantages too, so
True.
to also eliminate that possibility.
Well, that, and a lot of people saw us take Sarah Dwin off the stage.
There was a crowd.
And then run. Like, that's a little suspicious.
They were mainly running from the fact that a dead body had fallen from the building, so but it's likely that a couple of people saw you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I say we find somewhere to respectfully burn her body.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since this is like Indy's playground, original playground, in White Crown, would Indy know somewhere to go for doing something like this?
In White Crown, there wouldn't be any kind of place like that. No.
Yeah.
The crematorium is mainly the place to do it, unless you're burning it like in the street or something.
I was about to say Rufus knows Jules, the blood dealer, but also spirit warden, so we could have an inn to use the crematorium.
That is true. Is that what you guys want
I
to
think
do?
we should do that. Yeah.
I still think that we are just walking out in the open with the body. So I'm like, that's drawing attention.
Well, you guys could snag a carriage and horses. Or a cab. Excuse me, sir.
Cab. It's walking into this cab with a dead body.
Or one of you is aware of some traffickers who travel by boat.
I was like, wait, okay. That be Rowan then?
It is. Rowan is
No.
go ahead.
I know Rowan is like specifically a spirit tracker, so I don't know if he would go by boat. And then there's also Jolene, and they're both like smugglers, traffickers. So I don't know which one it would be.
Jolene is the one who has her own gang that deals with spirit and demon smuggling that goes by boats.
All right, I'm a whatever the equivalent is of calling her up.
Cool. I
And,
mean,
like trying to contact her.
You could do your thing.
Thank you for remembering stuff about my character that I, for some reason, do not remember about my character. But okay. So I will take the stress and use Ghost Call.
Okay.
To reach out to Jolene and tell her the situation of like we need a boat to the crematorium like as soon as you possibly can.
You reach out to Jolene. She is like not far away, and suddenly you guys have this kind of boat that's got gondolas hooked onto the side of it, with spirit traffickers on top, and you guys travel into the city that way. Behind you, you can hear some kind of alarms as crows are coming, and they're coming out and they're looking for the body. You guys end up making it pretty good. What kind of montage you get? You get into the crematorium. Okay, Rufus speaks with a creepy spirit warden, but aren't they all creepy if you think about it? Hashtag except 6.
Aww.
Who no one will ever know who that is because we didn't record that. The hardest thing about doing those. You end up speaking to a spirit warden who slowly, and you guys have the option to either slowly like place her, like slide her down in there, or put her on the conveyor belt.
Asmus is probably gently like putting her in. He's not like wanting her to go on the conveyor belt like the others.
Does Saradwin have any like jewelry, like any necklaces or rings or anything?
She has so many rings and so many necklaces on her.
Sure.
Adonis is gonna like take the time to take them all off, and then after Asmus gently puts her in, he's gonna give him the rings and the necklaces.
Do you also get her a specialized dagger that she keeps attached to her?
See, that's what I was gonna say. Is Indy is also would be looking for anything else. She's wanting probably that bandana she put on Cyrus's face. But, so
The handcuffs.
Just pulling out anything, the handcuffs, the whip, anything she had in her pockets, I guess.
Yeah, you guys get that stuff. Her clothes are very bloodied, so you got a lot of bloody stuff because it went like right through her. But yeah, you get her dagger, and jewelry is basically about it. She doesn't keep any other personal stuff on her. It's in her house or her apartment in Silkshore. Guys slowly lower Sarah Edwin's body into the furnace. So, you have the option. Would you like the ashes?
I think that's
yes.
An Asmus question, yeah.
It takes a little bit of time, but they say, oh yeah, we'll get the ashes like taken care of, because they have to like, this burns it, but they have to then sort through it and put it through another thing to make it actually ashes. So they say, oh, we'll bring it out to you. Eventually you get a small silver urn with a bow tied to it. And at the top of the bow is a single ring that they found that you guys had just missed, with a little ruby gem on it that's like tied into the ribbon. And they bring it out to Asmus, who you, at the end of the night, you all have to have a hard think, but eventually you go home, Asmus. The empty apartment full of jewels and paintings and sculptures and everything that Sarah Dwyn had ever stolen. And her dog Vesper comes to greet you at the door. And as the Irish wolfhound starts sniffing you, looking for Sarah Dwyn, you kind of collapse and just hold on to the dog.
Oh yeah, he's definitely crying and like petting Vesper's hair, and he's just like, "She's gone, buddy." She can't come back. It's just you and me now.
Vesper is whimpering into your shoulder because he can't tell exactly what's wrong, but he knows that you're upset.
I'm sure he smells like Ceridwen's blood too, which I think you guys talked about him smelling death because he was trained by the Bloodhoods.
Yeah, he can smell death. We did talk about that. Oh my gosh.
Big brain.
He can like track dead bodies. So you have this like faint smell of death, but he can't tell that it's Ceridwen. So it takes a little while before, and then when he eventually smells the ashes, he's like, "Holy shit!" And then you've got a dog crying. Yeah, Vesper becomes very catatonic, and it's hard to get Vesper to eat for a while because that's what sad dogs do.
He would probably take Vesper to the clinic like a lot because he's like, I don't know what to do. Like, this was like, I didn't sign up for this, but he's not eating.
You guys spend some time kind of living in this thing of this is the first time anyone has died. You guys have had a lot of interactions with death, but none of someone that you were close to. It takes a couple weeks of letting the heat die down, so much as to speak. You stay out of your usual haunts for a little bit of time, aware of Cyrus possibly showing up there. Find that he doesn't, and Kiki, it's one day where you're sitting in your room and you're going over some of the stuff that you guys have gotten over the day when you pull out the bit of page that had fallen out that you guys had found when you found Timothy's body. And you recognize the paper and the font on the page.
Noticing that, Kiki's gonna climb under her bed, open up the vent, pull out her book, and while she's just down there, she'll flip the book to the page that lines up with.
You pull out the big book that's under your bed and pull out, and the page was, I believe, 278. So it's almost to the back of the book, and you see 277, 279, or actually 277, and then 240, because that'd be on the back of the page. But you don't have a 278 in there. You do see, when they ripped the page out, a small bit of it is still stuck in there. And it looks like they ripped the page out, but they weren't clean with it. And you remember a time when someone broke into your room to leave a letter to you. Think, wow, they probably stole it then. And the passage that you can read is break through the barrier, unspeakable damage, destroys entire nations. Can't close again. And you also see that it is alphabetical, so you were in the section of Z. You can get a kind of like general knowledge about that.
Is there a table of content?
That is a good question, actually. Is there a table of content?
Fuck, that's a good question. Roll me for table of contents. Hold on. Do you want me to just do a fortune roll?
Sure.
Okay. 3 or higher table of, or 4 or higher table of contents. Yeah, there's a table of contents. You see, it's the name Zarius.
Okay. Kiki's gonna little like backwards army crawl out from under her bed. And since Adonis is the one who actually picked it up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna assume that he was there then to like show her this stuff. So she's gonna backwards crawl out from under her bed, look up at him and be like, "We have a demon problem."
Again.
Again.
Again? Winsley says, sitting across the room.
This isn't about you.
Sorry. No, I just heard about it last time. What's going on? He's eating the equivalent of chips.
She'll put the book on the bed and she'll say, its name is Zarius. Zarius? Zarius. Both.
Yeah, both. It depends on where you're from, I guess.
Yeah.
The book doesn't have a pronunciation guide.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's like a roll that I can make to like an equivalent to a history check to see if Adonis would know anything about it.
Yeah.
That'd be
Okay.
like-
Survey?
Probably study or survey.
Okay, they're both the same.
Alright.
6.
You have heard, I think, a rumor mill of a cult that used to exist long ago in White Crown of someone worshiping Zarius. Zarius spoke to them of eternal life, and gave them the knowledge of eternal life, but said that and they told some other people about it, but people didn't believe them, so they just eventually shut up about it. But you had heard it like through the grapevine, and there's a mission of eternal life, and that eventually, but the only way for true eternal life is to pull them from like out of the ghost field, let them take full form to give this person eternal life, but it will come at the cost of many other lives that get sucked in and like go into that person to give them eternal life.
Definitely relaying this information to Kiki.
Oh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do about this information.
We should go to the others with it.
Oh, for sure.
Just in case they have like in case they do know what to do with the information, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Take it to the people who have brain cells.
Um,
That would not be right.
you guys say that, and Winsley's nodding in the distance, like, yeah, brain cells.
We're not supposed to agree.
You're both very smart.
I mean, my grades say I'm smart.
Listen, there's a difference between social smart and intellectual smart. You guys happen to be both, though.
Kiki, this is why we're friends.
He gives a thumbs up with a mouthful.
Kiki's gonna gather up the book and make sure the page is like tucked in so it's not gonna like go loose somewhere, and put it in a bag so that no one just sees her book.
The demon book.
And assuming that she and Adonis are gonna go find people to show it, on her way out of the door, she's gonna be like, "Oh, there's fruit snacks in the bedside table. If you get hungry, or help yourself."
Fruit
Okay.
snacks.
A small brown rat named Wiblet pokes its fruit snacks. And then Winsley just goes, I don't know if you can eat those. And then the door closes.
As the door closes, she yells, "Bye, Wiblet!" Because I love Wiblet.
That was very good.
Thank you. You head to the hideout, and we're going to do some downtime actions of what you guys have been doing within these couple weeks. Everyone has 2 downtime actions, and we're going to go kind of down the line for what people have been doing. Starting with the person who's below me, Kristen. Kristen, what have you been
Heck yeah.
doing?
Your mom. Anyway, Asmus is probably going to Tarbal and letting him know what happened. Because so far that's really one of his only confidant that knows him and Saradwin's like relationship, I think.
Yeah.
Besides the people Saradwin knew, but he isn't connected with them. Maybe the one lady I think we talked about. But forgot her name, but so he's going to him and letting him know that, hey, Saradoin's gone. Like, probably he's like breaks down and like cries and is like sobs.
You come to Tarvel, the leader of the Billhooks, as he is getting out of prison. You meet him out of prison and he holds you and he's like, "You okay?" And you explain everything and he goes, "Ah, fuck," and punches a guard in the face in anger. And they drag him back inside and he goes, "Wait, no! No!" And you watch that beautiful mulleted man get put back in prison.
God dang, I was gonna invite him to live with me.
You can still do that. He literally, all he did was punch a guard. He can get out again soon. Literally probably at the end of this episode, but he was just so overcome. He had to punch someone. And it wasn't gonna be you.
From loving to hating. Wait, let's switch that. From hating to loving.
Enemies to lovers.
Enemies to lovers. And then the second downtime action is going to be reading the letter.
Well, neither of these are actual downtime actions. They're just things that you do. So you can have actual downtime actions as well. We'll call, but we will call Tarvel like meeting with an associate, like building your bond with them. We'll call that.
Yeah.
But I'll give you the letter, and then if you'd like, you can also do anything like I don't know if you have any stress or
I have
harm.
one stress.
Oh, maybe don't do that then. If you want to do any research to what the others are talking about, you can. So for the letter,
It probably is.
for the letter, let's put this in your journal.
Is oh no, that's the wrong journal. That's
There you
the
go.
wrong one. I'm nervous. Oop, I love the drawing. Okay.
While you're reading that letter, we're gonna cut to the next person doing downtime actions, which is Helen.
I forgot.
I just saw Christian's face. Christian just went like this. It was amazing.
I forgot I was unmuted too, and I was like,
Kiki is gonna keep. Oh, excuse me. She's gonna keep working on her frostbite potion.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So it's your lowest like attribute and then the number of dots, right?
That is a stress roll. Are you clearing stress too?
Oh, I'm not like doing it with the intention of the
Then-
stress, just the one that she's been working on for the whole group.
Then that's just going to be like a finesse roll.
Okay.
Yeah. The attribute is just if you're clearing stress.
Right.
And for just the sake of letting people know, a frostbite potion is a homebrew potion that we made up that she can do because she does potion making.
And that's a 6.
Damn, that should fill 3 segments of that clock.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay. And there's 1 segment left, so I'll use my second downtime action to keep working on it.
There isn't anything you could roll that wouldn't let you do that, so you can go ahead and fill that in.
Okay.
As your final. Now you have the frostbite potion, which is 1 use, and the user's touch freezes anything it comes into contact with for a few minutes. It's spooky.
And we said it had to be like a small dose for the first one before she could make like a big batch for the group, right?
Yeah, because this was your first time making. This was an experiment.
Yes.
That you've succeeded at. Good job. Pause for 1 more minute, guys. Sorry. Because whenever we have the internet problems, my camera messes up until I restart it. There we go. It's gonna be so much fun to edit.
me and Star both died at the same time.
Yeah,
I died on purpose.
I
that's true.
did not.
I jumped off a building.
Huh.
Mood.
Sorry. Bad timing.
Third one?
Yes.
Stared at?
It's actually me, Lila. I'm the DM again. Kristen, what's Asmus thinking? What's going on there?
He's sobbing. Because that will never happen. The nicknames too, like,
It was very much a letter where it's very similar to the, oh, I'm 2 weeks from retirement letter. Or a generalization without saying what it was.
yeah. He's like very torn because he wants revenge, but he also kind of wants to fulfill this. So he doesn't know what to do at this point. So he's probably like went to the pet shop to like see the others, and he's just kind of like keeping to himself because he's just trying to think everything through.
100% valid. Right before we move further into more downtime actions, apologies for people watching and for all of my lovely friends here that we're doing things a little bit out of order. There's a lot of things to keep track of, and one of the things we need to keep track of is heat that was gained from the end of a score. So that is how police and other gangs are keeping an eye on you. So we're gonna add heat for the amount of exposure that happened first. So was it smooth and quiet low exposure, contained standard exposure, loud and chaotic high exposure, wild devastating exposure?
Wouldn't it be wild and devastating because of the, or would it just be this one before that?
Do you guys think wild and devastating or loud and chaotic? Because people did see a body fall and they did see you run away with it, and then they did hear a gunshot. So what's everyone's thoughts there?
I would say devastating.
Devastating, yeah.
It sure devastated me.
I wouldn't say like the last one, but the second to last one.
So loud and chaotic?
Loud and chaotic high exposure. That could be. It was pretty loud and chaotic. I wouldn't say it was completely wild. So I think that's fine.
Yeah, because I think like wild to me is like a building blew up or something, you know, like major like chaos.
Okay. So loud and chaotic high exposure. Add 1 heat for high profile or well-connected target. You guys went with the Hive, who are pretty well connected, I would say. So we're gonna add 1 heat for that. Add 1 heat if the situation happened on hostile turf. No. And add 1 heat if you're at war. No. Add 2 heat if killing was involved. Yes. Whether the crew did it or not, it draws attention. It says bodies draw attention. Well,
No.
The
so
one that got impaled on the fountain might have been seen.
maybe a little bit. For the whole group, that is 7 heat.
What is max heat?
2, 3,
9,
4,
I think,
5,
and then it
6.
becomes like wanted level.
Yep, you guys have reached max heat. You're going into your first wanted level.
Shit!
Oh damn.
Ooh,
Lovely.
we wanted. Ooh.
When you get a wanted level, it contributes to the severity of entanglements that your crew faces after a score. So since we've hit the first wanted level, let's do entanglements for the first time ever. Because we've never had a wanted level. You have a low heat level, but you have one. So this decides how many die that we roll. So we want to roll die because you have 1 wanted level. So you're taking the entanglement, gang trouble, or the usual suspects. The cops grab someone in the periphery of your crew. 1 player volunteers a friend or vice purveyor as the person most likely to be taken. Make a fortune roll to find out if they resist questioning. So one of your people, 1 player needs to volunteer a friend or vice purveyor to get interrogated by the police. You know what? We could make it Tarvel. He did punch a cop.
Did punch a cop.
That was already established. So we'll just roll to see if he resists questioning. That sound good for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor Torval.
Make a fortune roll to find out if they resist questioning. If we roll a 1 to 3, you get +2 heat. If we get 4 or 5, Tarvel takes level 2 harm.
Oh god.
Or you can pay them off. But let's just roll for
Pay
it.
them off. I'll
Just
pay them
roll for
off.
You can pay them off with 1 coin if you'd like.
With what coin?
With 1 coin. But you don't have any coin, do you?
I have none.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for this. Ready?
I don't have any coin.
Okay, that's a 5. Tarvel takes level 2 harm.
Ah, oh boy.
Tarvel's fine. He just got beat up in prison. But he resisted
Kids that make it
questioning.
better.
Level 2 harm and resisted questioning. I'm writing that down. So he didn't spit anything out about your crew at all. He is loyal to you guys weirdly.
It's not a
You're
snitch.
welcome. Seducing him.
Your first entanglements! Because you guys have a wanted level, now you guys get entanglements after every score. Ain't that fun?
I hate it.
Yay.
Yay! Your
And then is there a way that we can take a heat off? That's like we can do that during our downtime, right?
yeah, you can take heat off, but to take off a wanted level, someone has to go to jail.
Oh.
Okay.
I volunteer.
No.
Volunteer tribute.
No.
And
Absolutely
Sarah
not.
Dwin's ghost to jail. Yeah, you're currently sitting at 0 heat, so you can't reduce heat in 1 wanted level. And yeah, we're gonna continue on now with downtime actions. I wanted to do that just in case someone could lower heat, but unfortunately, we went over heat. So now it is Ezra. Ezra, what are you doing with your downtime actions?
This one I want to relieve stress.
Okay.
That is.
Describe what you're doing to relieve stress before you roll for it.
He is going to like a place that he knows is going to calm him down, and to the one person that makes him feel at home and actually at ease. And he's just going to go there and just spend some of his time there.
All right. Go ahead and roll your lowest attribute for stress.
And do I take the better of the 2 die or the worst of the 2 die?
The better.
Oh god. Oh yes, I got a 4, and I had 4 stress.
Remove that 4 stress.
I was so scared. Okay.
I love that. All right. And what would you like to do with your second downtime activity?
I want to. I don't know if I'll have to do this with Rufus or not, but I do want to try to get Timothy to a point where he would be able to talk and give us information.
Okay. We'll set that up as a clock that either of you guys can work on. So I'll go ahead and put a clock. I'll put it in yours, and then we'll add it on. Oh, you still have the still count one. Timothy, I'll put it Timothy revived. He won't be revived, but still. And we'll make it a 4-piece clock. So go ahead and what are you doing to try to get him like to a stable position?
Trying to talk with him and trying to like console him, because like in Adonis's head there are 2 parts to this. There is the mechanical part, which he knows nothing about and is not going to mess with. Then there is the soul part of what Timothy went through is probably very much traumatizing, and that's probably a big block in keeping him from talking.
Mm-hmm.
So Adonis wants to like talk with him and try to at least like console him as much as he can in an attempt to get Timothy to calm down and feel safe enough to talk.
Love that. I assume you're rolling a tune for that? Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
6.
Nice. That is 3 ticks on this
6 and
clock.
3.
We'll do 3 ticks on this clock, so only 1 more needs to be done. And that's your downtime actions. Now we'll go over to Lindsay/Rufus. Rufus, what is the plan?
So Rufus is going to work on 2 clocks. He'll finish off Timothy's clock with the tinkering side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so since there's only 1 slot, do I need to roll for that?
You don't need to. If you want to roll anyway, just to see like we could do like it's how quick and how effective it is, you could.
Okay. So that's going to be tinkering. That's a 4 and a 5.
All right. Timothy is revived. Kind of, not really, but hey. All right, so you finished that, and then the spider kind of goes back to, and it's like a little mechanical spider that just turns to the side like a mechanical spider. Didn't you touch my butt? And then we cut to, what's your other downtime action?
The rifle.
Got it. Okay. Is this also going to be a tinker roll for you?
Yes.
And is the rifle on your clock, or is that on Indy's clock?
Indy's clock.
Cool. Let's see how much more you got left for that. Nice. Give it a roll.
That is a 4 and a 1, so a 4.
4 and a 1. A 4 is going to do 2 ticks. Oh, it's only got one thing left on it.
Cool.
And that's going to be Indy. Indy, what are you up to?
I will finish up the rifle. I guess we could say, since it's 1 tick, Indy is test firing and letting Rufus know if it's, the pull apartness of it's working and it's quick enough, like the final testing phases. And so I want to finish off that clock.
All right, you can go ahead and finish it off. If you'd like to roll for it, go ahead. It'll be similarly just to see how the effect of it is.
It's 2 6s.
Holy shit. You literally, this rifle is in 3 different parts with a line in it, and you literally go, and it all comes together in like literally half a second, and you're able to do. You are able to shoot like so fucking far with this thing. It's amazing.
And then I want to work on that Lampblack relationship. I think they could be really good allies.
Right.
In this.
Go ahead and roll for whatever you're doing to improve your relationship with the Lampblack's crew.
So just again, probably going in and be like, all right, Bazo, got some downtime.
That is what it's called.
Yeah, I got it. You need any killing done? Like,
valid. For anyone unaware, the Lampblacks are a guild of previous lamplighters that when electromagnetic lights were put in, they turned to criminal work instead.
6, 4, and a 4.
Nice. 6 is going to be 3 ticks on that.
Is Bazo proud of me?
He slaps you really hard, way too hard on the back, and it's like, oh, I remember when I was your age. Young, unafraid of anything. And then he goes on a rant for 20 minutes.
Okay, cool.
And because you look like you're paying attention, even though you're mentally checked out, he likes you more.
Yes.
Also, Remy's there, and he's been putting in a good word for you. Remy, your friend, the Lampblack. All right, we've done some our downtime activities. We're gonna go back into free play for a little bit, which is more montagey. And you guys arrive at the pet store, the Grim Paws Clinic, where you guys have your hideout, and you guys are coming in with the book information just as Rufus is sitting in front of the mechanical spider, and you see like Indy is like continuously putting together her rifle and putting it back together to see how fast she can do it. You also noticed, by the way, Indy, when you were shooting it, that it had like 0 knockback. Like you were able to hold it like and just no movement.
Damn, man. Thanks, sweet.
And Asmus is in the corner cuddling an Irish wolfhound. How he spent a lot of his last 2 weeks.
All right. Kiki will walk in with her book, her little bag with the book, and she's gonna reach into it and go up to like their little like table that's in their like planning area, and she's just gonna like slap it down to the correct page and be like, all right, y'all. We have a demon problem. Again.
Demon problem again?
What was the first time?
Next question.
Across town, Winsley eats a chip and a fruit snack.
it's a long story. It's how Adonis and I met. But this one seems worse. And we don't know what to do with this information, so we brought it to the smart people.
Rufus looks around him because he's not one of the smart people.
You're smart in your own way, buddy.
You can have inspiration for that, Lindsay. By the way, for people watching, inspiration is not a mechanic in this game, but it would be fun, so we made it one. So if you have inspiration, you can add an extra die to any of your rolls anytime.
All right then. So, Indy, Asmus.
I don't really know much about demons, but what do you, I mean, can you explain though? Like the book thing? I see the book, but like what is this? Like
When Kiki and I had found Timothy's body, I also found a page from this book that was ripped out, and the page is on this demon.
Yes.
So whoever, and this was also where Kiki found the note. So whoever put the original letter into this book possibly stole the page.
Yes.
Question.
And this...
Would Asmus know about this demon considering he's from Titros?
No.
How dare. Okay.
And this book is something that I brought here with me. So it is not something... It's not information that is necessarily readily available. Let's put it that way.
So what can this demon do? What's the problem?
It's just something about being able to end nations, and she's gonna like flip the book towards them so that they can read what little information is there and let Adonis say what he remembered as well.
There was a way to create eternal life, but essentially would require the sacrifices of multiple other souls in order to do it.
Asmus is gonna kind of alert to that, and he's going to pull the I'm guessing they kept it all there, so he's gonna stand up and go to the dusty vial and pull it out and kind of look at the others. The writing's the same as the notes we all got. And then the demon talking about having eternal life or prolonged life. And then the city is collecting
Put it in the time
dead
capsule.
bodies. Well, yeah, and this stuff is before the cataclysm. After it happened, the city's collecting spirits and dead bodies.
Does anyone remember that statue that Sarah Dwyn, God rest her soul, had fallen onto?
It
Right.
was Cyrus's grandfather.
Grandpa.
Did they
Right.
look similar?
Anyone who wants to make me a check to see if they remember, you can.
I'll go ahead, since I pulled her off the statue.
When I shot Cyrus, he turned to me and had a hole in his chest, and I thought I hit him, I was pretty sure I hit him. I mean, I was shooting with a pistol from like, 100 yards away, but still, he turned to me and then his eyes were black and he just fell off the tower.
I think
Sure, Cyrus the demon.
that's what I'm thinking.
Can I make a
Because it's just
roll?
his handwriting.
Want to make a roll to see if what Indy is describing is similar to the girl that Kiki and I saw when we met.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me for that.
I also have an idea.
Just
Also,
remembering.
did anyone want to roll to remember if the statue looked
I-
like Cyrus? Yeah, go ahead.
I rolled and I rolled a 5.
They look similar
Ooh,
enough
can
that-
I roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
What I roll too? Survey.
Be like how well you remember seeing it.
That's
Ezra,
a 5 and a 6.
I got a 5.
Just 5 and a 6.
you guys remember the statue looked similar enough that they were related, but not similar enough that it was the same person. So it likely was his actual grandfather, or it was his great grandfather, I believe. And for Ezra, you're thinking back at the demon that you and Helen, you and Kiki met. You guys stopped, met. That was trying to convince these kids that selling its soul to them would like let them live together forever. And you think that a lot of demons have that kind of like the way, what do people want? They want riches and life. And that offering eternal life a lot of the time is something that they will do, or anything eternal that will, to try to convince them of something. Now, you don't know if this specific one that you could be dealing with now is something that is lying or not, but you know previously the one you were dealing with was lying. And I would say, do you out loud talk to the others about this thing right now? About how do you talk about like the spirit warden telling them that stuff right now and try to like connect the dots out loud at all?
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned 6. Spirit warden that you were told was the problem and you killed him and it was dramatic and awesome. And when you mentioned 6, you hear Timothy the spider. Oh no. Oh, that wasn't true at all.
What?
Timothy?
Timothy, what do you mean?
So, I speak once again. I was trying to be dramatic there. This is really hard for me, actually.
I rub
What-
his spider butt. Make sure I'll take your time.
Oh wow, a familiar sensation.
Okay. What do you mean that it was wrong?
I was wrong. It was a lie.
Part of it.
Oh, this was real, but he told you that Ulrich 6, the spirit warden that you killed, responsible?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do shit. Cyrus just wanted his soul.
Why did Cyrus want her soul?
And at this moment, Indy walks out.
Okay. Where are you walking out to?
Oh, it can wait. I'm just saying, Indy walks out.
They did a lot of work, Grim, but couldn't tell us. Can you move your finger like a little bit to the left? I got an itch there. Oh no, it's a phantom itch. I'll never get it. Oh,
Oh, the worst.
he's a
Then
robot.
as-
He can never get that itch.
Asmus is gonna kind of look upset and kind of look down at Vesper. Took her soul too. That's why we didn't see it.
Spider nods its head slightly and is like, "You're probably right."
Sure, how do we get it back?
No clue.
I mean, it sounds
Looks
like
at Timothy.
it looks like we have to fuck up Cyrus.
No way you can.
What do you mean?
He's the barrier between the ghost field. Be weak by the end of summer. It's gonna break through it. It's gonna destroy the city. No way out of it.
I'm gonna kill his
we
ass.
Fuck him up before the end of summer.
We're gonna start a clock called Grimloche
Oh.
Destroyed.
Oh my god!
It has 6 parts. And I am filling in one of them.
I don't like this.
This is so much.
You all take this in, except for Indy, who is left. Indy does not know about this. Indy, what was Indy doing?
Indy wants to sneak back into her childhood room.
Mhm.
Because there is a save the date announcement for a wedding sitting on her desk that in the traditional fashion, the parents of the bride and groom wrote their names on these save the dates to send them out. And she wants to find that.
Fucking genius. Have inspiration. Have all the inspiration in the world right now. You can do that. We're still in free play. You sneak out. Everyone is so consumed with this thing. And across town in White Crown, you slip through the back of a huge manor. And are able to pull yourself over.
Easy peasy.
Easy
Done it
peasy.
100 times, million times.
Literally, as you go over the fence, your little hedgehog just goes.
I know. Of course. I know it's home.
And you pull yourself into your room. Your room has, the bed is made, big canopy bed. There's like a thick layer of dust over things because nothing's been touched. And there is a dusty save the dates. You see a save the date assigned for Violet Sylvasta and Edmund Blackmore. Signed with Elodie and Thaddeus Sylvasta. And on the husband's side of the save the date, you see Cyrus Blackmore's signature.
She's gonna take it back with her.
You take it back. No one notices that you were even there, and it doesn't take you long to get back. What have you guys been talking about during that time?
I mean, we definitely we need to fuck Cyrus up. Like not even
fuck
just
him up.
kill him. Like he needs to be destroyed.
Thoroughly fucked.
Yeah.
So much
And not in a
fuckage.
fun way.
Did Rufus realize that like Indy left and came back?
When she's coming back through, yes, because you are like tinkering some things on Timothy. Timothy's like on his like thoraxy back. You're just like, he's like
Splayed out.
splayed out.
This is how Timothy gets action now.
Donna's just disgusted.
He's not doing any sexy things. He's on roll.
That was so good, Lindsay.
Repeatedly not looking at the two of them.
He's looking
Don't
down
worry,
and he's going,
he can be
"Whatever."
staring at Kiki, imagining her poisoning a man again.
Trust me, we're all imagining that.
Honestly, that was so hot.
Honestly, she could poison me any day.
Honestly,
So Rufus is gonna look at Indy and just be like, "Where did you go?"
And she keeps walking in, slaps the thing down on the table, and points at it.
It's a paper.
If Kiki can do it, so can I.
Well,
She
more-
explained what was on the
Brandy.
paper.
Well, I mean, okay. So it's a save the date with this person's name on it, but specifically Cyrus Blackboard's name written.
Okay.
Does the
Someone do
handwriting
this
of
card
his
thing,
signature
yeah.
Huh?
does the handwriting of his signature match the handwriting of our letters and the note?
Hold it up next to it.
We lay them all out.
Yeah. Asmus lays it out.
Do you all pull out your letters and show what they show to
Yeah.
each other?
Just
Okay.
the
You can, like-
dusty note.
You can, if you have your letters
Yeah.
and you fold it just to the part where it says your patron.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Adonis would like fold it just so the last paragraph or so isn't showing.
Yeah, the rest of it is kind of stuff
Yeah, we've
we've
told
already
everyone
talked
about this.
For more context, before when we did our session zeros, they all got mysterious letters, which is how they all ended up meeting each other. So now we're learning if the person who sent them those letters, who they originally were told was a Mr. Chauncey by Cyrus. But you all look at the signatures and yeah, it matches the save the date, even the one that was in the vial.
Motherfucker.
So Cyrus played us, and now we have to kill him. And get back
Really?
Sherdrin's soul.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy, how do we do that?
Hmm?
How do we get back at Cyrus?
I know where he lives, and I know his family.
Has no family.
Well, he has what?
He has no one. He lives
What about-
alone.
About his wife?
Died like
Oh,
15 years
yeah.
ago.
She was dead. Do you know what happened to Edwin?
He doesn't speak about it.
That's fishy.
Did Cyrus kill Edwin?
One day, Edwin disappeared. Cyrus was angry. But he was angry that he disappeared.
Okay. Disappeared. He's dead. Just call it what it is. He's dead.
Oh no, I have hope. I really think that he and that Sylvasta girl could make it work. They were very cute together. I saw their picture in the paper. They were gonna get married. They were really cute together. You kind of look like her.
Mm.
Cheeky
But-
little shit.
I love Timothy. Kind of looks over and he's like, well, I mean, there were a few things that he was very adamant that wouldn't ever show up. He was afraid of how it would affect the demon.
What was that?
Now, memory's a little fuzzy, but he was really, there was this blood of a specific type of fish. What's it called? The blood of a vampire squid. That, yeah, it's a weird thing. That apparently, when the blood of a vampire squid gets on you, it, like, exposes the soul to its most vulnerable state. So, if there's more than one soul in something, pushes it out.
I guess we gotta find some vampire squids.
Adonis, you cut back thinking of, yes, the aquarium.
Oh shit!
There's an aquarium in Charter Hall.
Forgot about that. I recall to see if I remember seeing any vampire squids or would I even know what they look like.
Yeah. Give me a recall check. To see, no, like a study check or something. Or okay. You remember you've had to the aquarium a few times to see what it looks like, and you took someone special there once or a couple times. The aquarium called Fishes, Fish, and Fishies. It's a very bright aquarium. It's like the bright blue light is showing out, and there are dangerous ass fish there. All of the security guards have lights, or the only light coming inside the building is from the aquariums themselves, and then from the tanks, and then from all of the guards and tour guides have like flashlights on them, like torches that blast out. But it is a very dark place, and it's lit by blue light.
So Adonis didn't tell everyone about like this aquarium and that they might be able to find a vampire squid there.
You can recall there being a place for it. You cannot recall having seen them in there before.
There might be vampire squid there. I'm not sure.
You haven't been there in a long time, so there could be some now. It could have just been there wasn't them then.
Like a coming soon kind of thing.
Yeah, the coming soon kind of thing.
Are any of us particularly strong swimmers?
Roll for swimming. Oh, Timothy turns over and goes.
Technically, prowling is swimming, so
Prowling is swimming. Timothy raises his hand. Oh, you weren't asking me?
we still appreciate you, Timothy.
Thank you. I don't know your name. Thank you.
You can call me Kiki.
Kiki. I like it. Are you single, Kiki? Oh, he doesn't do that. He's dealing with his own issues.
Kiki's thinking about making out with Adonis in the hallway and being like,
Am I single?
Oh my god. Rufus, did you say something about Gerald? How do you know that name?
And then Rufus remembers that he was technically not there when he and Indy met. Rumors that they said that you were a thing. But yeah.
Then he got married. Do-do-do-do-do.
I was
he's
worried
gonna
about
go and
you.
pet him.
His butt goes up like when you pet a cat.
She gives it scritches.
This is weird. Okay. I love this for us. What's the plan, guys? Are you breaking into an aquarium?
We're going into the aquarium. Let's
The
go.
aquarium!
Do we need to break into the aquarium though?
You could just walk in.
Just walk in
We don't even need to break in.
and pretend to be like marine biologists.
Yeah, okay.
Or we could just be normal
I mean,
civilians.
we're
that
just
went
gonna go in
to
and be like, the dirt needs to be inspected to see if it's the correct dirt in the tanks.
We could just go to the aquarium.
You could, if you
We
wanted
take
to.
a field trip to the
Take a field
aquarium
trip.
for funsies. Hey
didn't say
guys,
that.
what we could do is we could go there for fun during the day and then just stay there until it's night.
It works.
Sounds
Yeah.
perfect.
Sounds good to me. To the
Let's go on a field
aquarium.
trip.
The aquarium. And then the Batman. We're gonna do this is the engagement roll. Your goal, are you stealing vampire squid? What are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah, or at least a vial of vampire squid blood.
Got it.
Nope, we're stealing a whole vampire squid.
Get the
Okay,
blood
a whole
in the,
vampire
get the other
squid.
part. Time for the engagement roll where we decide the type of plan that you guys will be doing. So is it assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport?
Social to get in.
So?
Social to get in.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
social to get in because we're going on a field trip.
Or would it be stealth because technically, like, we could just be there, but it's stealth to stay, and that's where it starts.
That's true.
That's a good point. So yeah,
Yeah.
probably stealth for that reason.
Yeah.
For stealth, I have the point of infiltration, which I think you guys have established is field trip.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys going the day of all this stuff, or are you guys taking some days to plan it?
Days to plan it. That way we can have flashbacks if necessary.
Cool. I mean, you could always have flashbacks, but this gives you more options and less stress.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay, we've got a stealth plan. It sounds pretty good to me. Time to roll the engagement roll. So we've got 1 die for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? I would probably say so. You're staying in a museum after dark and there are dangerous fish here. Also a vampire squid. Is the operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? Not really. Does this plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? No. Does the target have particular defenses or special preparations against this approach? Would they have special preparations against people staying at night?
No.
Probably not. Can any friends or contacts provide aid or insight?
Maybe.
Or
Guys
not
get-
can Winsley wrestle a fish.
Winsley wrestle a fish. Let me roll for that. Damn, that boy can wrestle a fish.
I would say technically Adonis was the one who told us about it. So does that count?
Your friends or contacts have to be someone that's outside of the group.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you have your list of aids and you have your crew ones.
Could I like use Luna the apothecary to like help with some sort of a potion or a thing that can help us while we're in there?
Do you have an idea of what could be? Did you say
Sleep potion to put the Kraken to sleep.
Oh, like the sleep potion poured in the water? That would make sense.
There you go.
Oh. Yeah. Say a potion of water breathing? Be in Minecraft?
Unfortunately, that doesn't exist yet.
Damn.
Did you also say
that idea later, and she'll see if she can come up with it.
Did you say the spider, by the way, Asmus? Kristen?
Yeah, I said the spider because Timothy.
Timothy could be aid.
I mean, he's the one that told us, so.
Would he be useful though?
Timothy's always useful.
I would say yes. He's coming with us.
Oh
He
my
will
God.
ride with Rufus.
Rufus said you wanted to get a vial of slumber essence from the apothecary. Absolutely, you can have that. That'll be a part of your load. As before we roll, what's everyone's load going into this? Light, normal, or heavy?
Normal for Rufus.
Well,
Light.
And you guys get the extra die for a friend or contact providing aid.
And shouldn't we get another one because it's stealth? I don't know if you already.
Oh, we're still going down the line, but we will do that one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What did you say that the powder was that Saradwin kept?
It is a vial of slumber essence.
Slumber essence. Okay, thank you.
Are any enemies or rivals involved? No. Are any other elements to consider? No. So you guys have got 4 die for this. I can't possibly mess this up.
Don't say that out loud.
Just because I love you. You guys get together good Foley?
Ooh.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, the last time she did that face, we got 2 6s. So
1, 1, 2, 4.
Ooh.
I can't mess this up.
Listen. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's still 4. It's a mixed result, so it's not a desperate result. You guys, go to the aquarium. It is big and beautiful, and there are huge fucking tanks, and then there are small fucking tanks, and there are people feeding fish. It's pretty dark there, so when you guys come in, they give you like 3D goggles that let you see in dark, like night vision. They're like dark vision goggles. They let you just walk through. And
Rufus
like,
doesn't
"Ooh."
put them on because he's perfectly at home in the dark.
Yeah, it's true. At one point, I'll say, Adonis, you're trying to feel around in the dark, and you accidentally just put a hand right on Asmus's titty.
I thought it was gonna be on mine.
Asmus needs a titty hold right now.
A gentle squeeze. As you guys
Like, what's
continue.
this?
You see some pretty cool fish in there. There are like rainbow scaled fish. There are little like eels that stick at the bottom and go like this, like sticking out of the water and just wiggle. Big ass crabs. There is a couple of baby Leviathan eggs that have been like kind of fossilized, and they are as big as what would be considered, I would say, 10 feet tall for a baby egg. But it is fossilized, so nothing's coming out of that. And are you guys trying to find where the vampire squid is before night falls to hide?
Yeah.
You guys are able to move around, and you see a display that has like the picture of a vampire squid, and it's like 3 squid going back there, and they're like blood red, with like black rings around them. And there is a kind of a locked door in front of it, and it says like under construction. The vampire squid wants to see you again very soon. under construction sign.
Well, shit.
Oh shit.
Let's see.
Is it like in front of like a tank that still has water in it and stuff, or is it just like a fully empty like area of the aquarium with a thing in front of it?
There is a door that leads to it, and the door is shut. You guys see a guy walk through the door, and when he opens it, there is a full tank of water, and you do see like a little tentacle in the water. So it's just closed down for construction. So they close the door behind them, and you see this guy. He's got like mutton chops. Like he's got the full beard thing, but he doesn't have the beard part, and it's everywhere else. Has got a ring of keys attached to him, and he's heading off. That's your kind of retcon for the day. You guys mull around, get some nice snacks. There are some good snacks there. You guys are drinking this new invention called Coca-Cola. Very sweet. And yeah, you guys are able to hide pretty well when it's time to leave. You all find like crevices in the darkness to hide. Unfortunately, with your 4 starting position, which is a risky starting position, you have ended up closer to the entrance than the vampire squid because you lost track of time and saw people starting to leave and were like, oh, we have to hide now. And you are hiding down behind some like chairs that are available for people, like chairs that are back to back that are available for people to sit down in, and like a small little area with like a fish tank up here with some fish going through, and a fake tree. The fake tree looks really cool. It has a sign that says toxic, do not touch. As a security guard comes around with a flashlight and flashes over. Who's the tallest?
Adonis.
Adonis flashes over. You guys are all hiding, and you go down and just flashes over the top of Adonis's head, and it goes doop, like light goes doop, comes back to you. Goes, hey, who's there? And then slowly starts walking toward you.
Can everyone see this happening?
Yes, you're all really like within 20 feet of each other.
Is everyone else out, or are there still like public people?
This is people have just left 10 minutes ago. You guys were waiting for like it to die down a little bit to slide in. You are in still.
I have an idea, but it's very stupid.
Do it.
And if it goes wrong, can give us a lot of heat.
Rufus just looks over and says, "Don't move." And he like lets the guard get really, really close, and then he stands up and does the.
Okay. After this, I want to know what your plan was, though, because I want to hear it. But Rufus, roll me to get close without being noticed.
Okay, we're going to roll finesse, I guess.
Finesse or prowl, yeah.
Well, we'll do finesse.
We'll do finesse, got it.
Yeah. Oh, that was out of bounds, and I don't know where that went, so. That's a 6. Yeah.
You are behind the corner, standing behind like a standing aquarium that has one of those things where it's a little thing in the where kids can crawl underneath and stand up and look like they're inside of an aquarium. And you crawl underneath it, and then pull up behind it, and you just kind of push him a little bit, and he goes, "What?" And then you go. And this is the first time that everyone except for Indy has seen this blue sparkly powder come out of Rufus's face and go straight into this guy's face, and he goes, "Oh." And his eyes just kind of like look like dazed and confused. And he's just standing there wobbling.
Indy, do the thing.
Wait, what thing?
Just like, take care of him.
I have a better idea. I guess y'all go. I have an idea. I will keep him distracted.
You guys continue on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ezra, what was your plan?
He still has that potion from last episode that makes his saliva or blood toxic, and he was just gonna chug it and then kiss
him.
this man.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh my god, kill the security guards.
That's why I was like, it can give us a lot of heat if it's not handled properly.
That's true. That is a dead guy.
But also, like, power couple goals. Like,
yeah, they
watch
both
as
be
Kiki do it the episode before
Just to kill.
this episode.
There's not a kill with the Viper Potion smooch every episode I'm writing.
I've still got 4 more of them. I can make it happen.
You guys start to head down and kind of look back at Indy, who's like standing in front of the guard. He is gonna be like that for like a full minute. Before he recovers. Where are you guys heading inside the aquarium?
Back to the door.
Yeah.
Okay. There are a couple security guards moving back and forth with the flashlights. So make me a roll to be able to hide. Reminder that you can do a group action, which means that you all roll together and take the highest result, but whoever leads it takes stress if anyone fails.
I would say we can do a group roll, and I can lead, because I really don't have that much stress right now.
What's our position right now? Is it risky?
Yeah, it's risky.
I think we should roll our own, because last time it didn't go well.
Oh, you mean when Lila took a bunch of stress?
Yeah.
You guys still all got through okay though.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you'd like to do it separately, you can.
6 and a 4 for me.
Or is everyone else doing it separately, or you guys do it together?
So.
But okay. All right.
6 for me.
A 3.
Awesome.
4.
Okay. You guys are sneaking through. Okay. You see the bright blue light of the aquarium shining on the people in front of you. A couple guards come in, and you guys go into 2 separate alcoves. Kiki and Asmus, you guys find yourself in a small alcove together. Across from you, you guys see Rufus and Adonis. And Rufus and Adonis, as you're doing that, a sort of underwater spider type creature latches onto the wall next to you, onto the aquarium wall right next to you, and makes you guys both jump until you like knock over a trash can. And then you hear down the hallway, "What was that noise?" A little exclamation point goes over some guy's head, and he turns around.
Your bar turns yellow.
Your stealth, the eye on your stealth is slowly opening in Skyrim. It's slowly there. And you guys see
Rufus gets out one of the vials of the slumber essence to get ready to throw it at him.
Okay. What's your load?
Normal.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mark that off your load as you kind of pull it out, and you guys see a guard come around the corner. One that you had recognized, you had seen earlier in the day, coming out with a flashlight and then a baton stick, and then he presses the button and the stick lights up with electricity. And he starts moving forward, and he's headed toward the trash can. What are y'all doing?
We're staying still. Ready.
He comes around the corner, looks at the trash can, goes, "Huh?" And then out of the corner of his eye, sees a little movement, goes, raises his stick over to
Where's the potion?
Okay. make me a roll for it to hit his face.
What would that roll be?
Whenever you want it to be, baby. I mean, sorry.
Finesse.
Finesse, yes. Finesse would be good.
That's a 5.
Nice. It goes, right in his face, and it explodes out of the face, and it goes, woo, woo. And he drops the baton in the trash can, and the trash can is made of metal, and it kind of conducts a little bit, and it shocks you a little bit because you're standing next to it.
Ow! Stupid baton.
I don't think you need to take any harm for that, though. And he just falls back and like.
Rufus takes the baton out of the trash can, like, very carefully without touching any more of it, and, like, turns it off but keeps it on him.
Okay, yeah, that's good. You've got an electric baton. Now there is a unconscious guard on the ground and a trash can flipped over, and you can hear the water spider thing like sucking on the glass.
Rufus looks at Adonis. Hey, put the guard in the trash can and put the trash can in the alcove.
Okay. And then he's gonna do that.
It's definitely fine enough. Do his head
Dragging this man's body.
Does his head go down or do his feet go down?
Head.
Okay. Head first. He definitely got a banana peel hat.
I'm gonna have such a headache!
Hope he doesn't, he's unconscious. Let's hope he doesn't choke on his tongue.
I never said Adonis was smart.
Yeah. I think legally we've called him a himbo multiple times. Yeah, you okay, we're gonna cut back to Indy, who is standing in front of a guard who is slowly going wakes up.
So before the guard woke up, Indy took out some of her what they're calling subterfuge supplies. It's just a disguise kit. Probably from her purse, I guess, would be a thing that someone would have. And wants to, take some fake blood or like, I don't know, like a bottle of something reddish, and like put some on the guy's head, like on the back, and then some on the ground, and move him where his head is underneath the chair. And as he's starting to wake up, and he's like, "Hey, mister, hey, are you okay? Mister?" Are you okay?
Stephanie? Oh.
No?
Oh, hi. Sorry. Hi. Ooh. Oh, what are you doing here? What happened?
Mister, are you okay? My hedgehog got out, and I was looking for her, and you came over to help me, but then I think you got up and you hit your head, and you're bleeding.
What? Oh my god! Oh my! And then he actually faints at the sight of blood.
Indy is gonna yell for the other guards.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Guys, hey, anyone help?
You call for some guards. You guys hear her calling for guards. You hear her say, wait, do you say, "Hey guys, hey, and can anyone help?" Or do you say specifically guards?
I said, "Hey, is there anyone who can help?" But not in Indy's voice. She's very specifically using a fake, higher pitched, childish voice.
Okay, you guys would recognize that. That it's her doing a fake thing. And just as she's saying that, you guys all have to slip back into the alcove again as two guards start coming by with their batons kind of at the ready, and they don't see you. but the body starts to shift a little bit. So Adonis like grabs onto the foot. Adonis and Rufus both grab onto his foot to keep him steady in the thing, and then just let go. As the guards run by, and you see 2 more guards come up to you. He's like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh my god!"
He hit his head, and he was just being so nice, and he was helping me look for my hedgehog. She's right here, but we got her. She's okay. But then he hit his head, and I just don't know what to do.
Roll me to convince them this. Remember,
Okay.
you have inspiration. You can push yourself. You could do a devil's bargain. All this stuff that you have.
That's a 6 and a 1, but so it's a 6 because she has 2.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
The female guard in front of you goes down and goes, "Oh my god, Declan!" and leads down and like starts slapping his face and is like, "Are you okay?" And then slaps him hard in the face.
Declan.
The other guard, a kind of bigger man, puts his hand on your shoulder. Like, "It's all right, ma'am. Everything's gonna be. I'm so sorry you had to see this today. Let's go ahead and get you out of here, and we'll take care of this." And meanwhile, she's like, "Wake up, Declan!" Like, he didn't have a real head injury, but she's giving him one. She's like pushing him against the ground like that.
But I need to make sure Declan was okay. He was so brave in trying to help me, just a scared young woman, find my hedgehog.
"Oh, it's okay, darling. We'll make sure everything's okay." And he puts his hand on the bottom of your back in a weird way. Like, he doesn't think it's weird, but you're like, "Why are you touching me?" Like,
She moves it.
goes, "Well, darling."
Up or down?
She moves it up. It's off.
Away.
Away.
I mean, thank you. Thank you, I guess. But I'm just so worried about him. I guess. Is he gonna be okay? And she starts crying.
Oh no, I can't deal with crying women. No, ma'am. It's fine. Here, sit here and wait. We'll make sure that he's taken care of. And he goes over and he goes, "Declan, you bastard, wake up!" You see the other woman also starts crying. He's like, "He won't wake up." And he goes, "Odessa! Time." And they are just shaking. They're shaking Declan. He wakes up for a second in a briefest of moments, and then they slam his head back down again, and he goes back unconscious. While that's going on, Sneaky Squad. You guys have heard a crunch in the other room.
Crunch?
Like with the sound of skull hitting ground. He's not dead, but he is being hurt.
Long thunk. Big ol'
thunk. A thunk. That's a better description. There's nothing in there.
Are we heading, like, are we at the door into the squids area yet, or no?
You head closer to it, and you end up getting to where the door is, but there's like a guard patrolling like around the area.
Question.
Answer.
Did the man that Rufus end up putting to sleep, what's his body type? Like, is it kind of similar to Adonis's body type at all?
Bet you a fortune roll for that one. Could be, but he's a little shorter.
So Asmus's body type.
I think in Adonis's outfit, like, he wears boots, so he's gonna hope that covers up the rest of, like, ant leg situation, and he's gonna, like, pull the trash can into, like a different corner and then change into a guard outfit.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that, okay. And there wasn't any blood on him or anything. He changed into his outfit, leaving him in his underwear in the trash can.
Yeah.
What a fun way to wake up later.
He'll have a fun time. Man's got electrocuted. And yeah, you're in the guard outfit. You've got a little flashlight on you.
So he's gonna go with the flashlight, like, imitating the other guards that he's seen.
Hold on a second. You got electrocuted, the flashlight bulb burst from that. Yeah, I think logically it would have burst from that. Oh. You got a fake one though. Or like one that isn't working.
Kiki is definitely eyeing Adonis up and down as he comes up in that uniform.
Damn. Okay.
So, would I possibly be able to fix it at all with like a vial of electroplasm?
It wouldn't fix it. It would just be, that's like just putting gasoline in something.
Enough.
Oh yeah.
So he is going to go and like have the flashlight like on him, like as if he's just wearing it instead of using it. And he's gonna walk up to the guy and he's like, I can take it from here.
He looks over and goes, make me a roll for this to see if he believes you.
Do sway. I'll push myself.
Okay, take 2 stress for that. You can add an extra die.
1, 3, and a 6.
Goes, good timing. I heard that there was stuff going on with Declan too, so I'm gonna go check on that.
Oh shit, I hope he's okay.
Too. Although, being honest, not really. His wife's kind of hot, if you know what I mean. Okay.
I mean, if she's a widow, then she's technically single.
You're all right, man. Tap on the shoulder, and then he heads down the hall.
Adonis is immediately disgusted by what he said.
Yeah.
And then he looks at them, he's like, I didn't mean that.
He makes eye contact directly with Kiki. And it's like, I am not a misogynist.
I swear. I respect women.
Yeah. Adonis drinks his respect women juice.
Yeah, then he's gonna go and like open the door for them.
You go to open the door, it is locked.
Kiki will pull out her lockpicks.
All right, give me a roll to unlock this.
I guess that would be finesse. Double 4s.
4s. You go to. You have the 2 parts of the lockpick in there, and you're slowly moving it in there. When, as you're pushing it down, you can feel it starting to give. And as the door handle slowly goes, bright red alarms start blaring. And everyone, Indy, you notice the alarm start blaring, and everyone goes, "What?" and like starts standing up. People who have been picking up Declan have put him down and are looking further in and are waving their batons.
Oh my god, what's happening?
Don't worry, ma'am. There must be intruders. Stay put. Declan will not watch you. Cordessa, watch her. And like, oh, okay. Cordessa, who's obviously freaked out, and the other, there's that guy, and then there's the guard who was just relieved of his shift, who looks back and goes, "What?" and then starts both running back that way.
Question for the Blade Keeper.
That's me.
That is you. For my special ability.
Let me read it real quick.
I'm just curious if that would let me go through something.
Yeah, that could work. You think it could work? Okay.
Kiki is going to shift partially into the ghost field.
Okay. Take 2 stress. And your special ability, Ghost Veil, you guys see Kiki. Are you guys still hiding, by the way? Is everyone else still hiding? Oh, Kiki did this. Okay, well, Adonis is dressed up. Adonis is right there. Kiki, you put your hands against the wall, against the door, and you know you only have a few moments, and you become very shimmery, which you're already albino, so you're very pale, and now you're shimmery. In the back of your mind, Adonis, you remember a story that says, "I know what you are, say it out loud," and then she goes to the wall. An old story that your mama probably read you once when you were a kid.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
This is gonna kill her, Bella. You don't think she's a vampire, but you think that was weird, and then she's just gone, and you see her like go through the door.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
On the other side of the door, you have a long hall, kind of rectangular, with a large fish tank on one side and then a large fish tank on the other side. They are not labeled currently. And there is like some construction. It looks like they're expanding the hall, basically making it longer. So there's like flaps and ladders and wood and stuff further down.
Looking, well, okay, is there any light in here? Or no?
Just from the aquariums.
Is it like enough that I can see if there's a squid that matches the little like plaque thing that we saw in either of the tanks?
You currently cannot see anything in either of the tanks. They are huge tanks that go underground. I will say, if you want to give me a roll to see what else you can see from like some other stuff in the room, give me a roll for that.
Sure. I'll use survey for that. Surveying the area.
You are unlocking the door, aren't you?
That was not the point of going through, no. Is the door set off an alarm?
He's right. Okay. What did you roll?
A 4.
You look around and you're able to see a guard in here. And he is not the guy you saw with the keys earlier, but he was a guy who talked a lot with him, worked with him. You imagine that they probably intertwined stuff, and he is sitting next to a you also remember the guard that you saw earlier that had the keys. His light was actually red and not blue, like it would flash. It looks like it was like detecting stuff. You have no idea what though. And you look over and you see from the bottom of the fish tank there is a red light flashing.
Someone got thrown into a tank.
I am immediately so scared. If she looks at the door, is there like is it like a visible kind of alarm system, or is it something where like it's like wired through the door and shit, so she wouldn't be able to see it?
It's wired.
Okay.
I'll say while you're doing that as well, the others, you guys see the guards run up to the door. They run up to Adonis and they go, "Dude, what's going on?"
I don't know. I'm just as clueless as you are.
That
Roll-
was very convincing.
Roll me for that.
I'm just as clueless as you are.
You know what? That is some honesty.
In his defense, he's always
Honestly,
Honestly, you
That
just
is-
saw your friend phase through a door.
clueless. Yeah, I have no
Honestly,
fucking
I would say
idea
that's
what's
true.
going on.
She went
They're not
Danny Phantom
lying.
and through there.
I got a 4 and a 6.
Okay. There's a okay, this is weird. And then the two guards go up to like pressure like two little boxes that are next to the door that are on either side of it, and basically just put their thumbs in it and their thumbprint scans, and you're like, wow, this is some high class technology. And then the alarm stops going off. Ugh. Well, we're gonna go do some investigating. You stick to this area. I'm gonna go investigate the eel tank, and the other guy goes, and I'm gonna go investigate the shark tank.
Right. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Stay close, and if you need to investigate the squids, let us know. And use on.
Okay.
Kiki.
Yep. Okay, so you said that there is a guard in here, but the guard that I saw earlier is most likely at the bottom of one of these tanks.
You think you saw his light, what you think was his light.
Right. But there is like a separate guard that is currently in this area.
Yes.
Okay. Kiki is going to sneak up behind the security guard, and she is going to take some slumber essence and just like shove it in his mouth and hold her hand over it so that he's forced to ingest it.
Yeah, he drinks that easily, marking that off your load.
Yep.
Yeah, you know that now usually with the potency of it, he'll be asleep for about an hour.
She's gonna dig through his clothes and see if she finds anything that could be useful, whether that be like equipment or like some sort of like written information that could be useful, set of keys, things like that.
Got it. Give me a roll to investigate. While you're doing that, we're gonna cut back to Indy. Indy, what are you doing?
So this Cortessa person is just chilling with me.
Yeah.
And Declan's still lying unconscious on the ground.
Yep. There is actually real blood mixed with that fake blood now.
Okay. Is there... I'm assuming the aquarium is like inside an actual building, or is it like one of those like big glass like aquarium building things that they have?
It's inside a regular building.
Okay. I'm gonna say, does it have like one of those big ass aquariums? Like the big ones?
Yeah. It's got a few of them. Two of them are on either side of Kiki right now.
So flashback. Indy found all of the ways that would go up to the roof from the outside. And so Indy's gonna look at Cortessa and be like, okay, I mean, I got my hedgehog now. I think I should just let y'all handle whatever's happening in here right now. And I'll just go home.
Oh, that's probably for the best, ma'am. I'm glad that your hedgehog's okay. Oh my god. And then she goes over.
The good news is we didn't hear the bell.
Oh, you're right. You did not hear the bell. I double checked just now, just in case it happens.
And so Indy's gonna walk out and go to the space she found ahead of time. And I would say there's probably like a service access ladder that leads to the roof somewhere.
Definitely. It's like a fire escape.
Yeah. And she is going to climb to the roof.
That's fine.
And she wants to get in above everything.
You climb on the roof and you actually find that on the you're walking through and you look down and you see a kind of glass ceiling part of it. And there's two sections. One of them you see leads down to this guy who is investigating the eel tank, and it leads down just to the eels. And you keep going further and you see the glass roof dents down, and looking down you see Kiki going through someone's pockets.
Okay. Indy's just, I would say she's just making sure, like watching from above to make sure everything's okay, just in case she needs to take anyone out with one of her silenced pistols.
Kiki, what did you roll for investigation?
4.
You look through, you do find a key. It's labeled, it's got a little tag on it that says scuba gear. And there's like a metal box kind of to the side that's labeled scuba gear, and it's like you put it in, you pull out scuba gear. He's got a paint, like a little picture of his wife, which wouldn't that be sad if he died? And not much else. I think that would just be main. He's got a name tag that says Evelios, but nothing else.
She's gonna pat him and be like, "Sleep well, Evelios," and go over to the locker that says scuba gear.
Okay. Are you unlocking it?
Yeah.
You pull it back, and there is masks for breathing with packs with air on the back of them, flippers, stuff like that. There are no full wetsuits though.
She's gonna start putting on flippers and a mask.
Okay. Indeed. You look down through the skylight, and as you watch Kiki putting on scuba equipment, you see that the tank that she is next to is very big. See the little flashing light, and there is a broken lock at the top of it. And at the other one, across the path, there is it is completely locked. And unable to get through that one. So Kiki, you've put on scuba gear. Squad outside of the door, what are you guys doing?
I'm guessing that's me and Adonis. And...
Thing?
You, Adonis, and Rufus.
And Rufus.
It's the boys.
The boys.
I don't know.
Trying to get in,
Just
I
nice.
guess. Without setting off the alarm.
I will use Ghost Call and reach out to Kiki. As like, I fully thought you were just gonna unlock the door for us. It's taking you an awful long time to unlock this door, Kiki. What are you doing, ma'am?
Take the stress for this, but this will work like sending her message where you can reply to it.
That might not be good. He's gonna hear back, just in the quietest, like most sheepish voice, Kiki going, "Oh, I guess I can do that, can't I?"
Inspiration.
Which one?
Both of you can have inspiration. That was very funny.
Thank you. And in her flippers, all awkward, she's gonna like waddle to the door.
In the flippers.
That is so dangerous, ma'am. I need you to not walk on the pool deck with those flippers on.
No running. There's water everywhere. You open the door very easily from the side, pull it open, and you guys just see her standing there in flippers, putting with like an oxygen thing on her back.
I swear to. What the fuck are you wearing?
Scuba gear. I was gonna go catch us a squid.
Yes, we're catching a squid. Okay.
Oh, squid hunter!
This is happening. Okay. Just walks in.
Rufus just like storms on in.
Adonis is gonna make sure the door is closed and locked behind them.
Okay, Asmus is still outside the door, so Asmus, you're locked out again.
Oh shit!
No,
No.
I'm kidding. Kidding. You all get in there fine. None of you have noticed that Indy's on the roof yet.
Nope.
We're not looking up.
Nope, you're
We're
just like,
looking down.
See, as I was just thinking, I was like, how can I get their attention? But I was more like, what would be a natural sound that's in an aquarium? Blah, 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 blah.
blub, blub, blub. You drop your hedgehog and just go, catch!
Ah.
You drop Corsica, just
Yeah,
hope someone
there's-
catches.
And all you hear is splat.
No, aim for the water. And then there's just Corsica in the water.
That's a bad idea.
Oh yeah,
What if
definitely.
Squid wants the hedgehog for
So-
snacks?
From here, how far away are the guards that Indy can see?
The guard in the room?
No, like the other guards that were around.
You'd have to go back to the other area, but you can see if you go back to the other area, they're about 200 feet away. They're not near this area at all.
Oh, but okay, so they're far enough. Indy wants to like, I don't know, like dig in her pockets and find like a mint or something.
Okay, that's fine.
Like throw it down at them.
You lift up
Back one of them in the head with it.
You lift up the bottom in the roof. There are 4 of you, right? Let's roll a d4 to see who it hits. Let's see. I'm doing my metal d4. That's a Rufus.
Of course.
Oh, what the fuck? Do I spot Indy?
Yeah, definitely.
What are you doing down there? Up there? Wherever you are. Come down here.
So do I get that? So the lock is broken above. So can you like explain what I see versus what they see?
They see huge ash fish tanks. So it's the door and then a sort of walkway and then 2 huge ash fish tanks that have like ladders around the back for maintenance. Further down, there's the thing with the scuba gear. The guy is sleeping outside in front of the fish tank on a chair. And then there's construction work being done further in where it looks like they're expanding. From below, they can see inside the fish tanks a little bit and see it's kind of like a bright blue from the light, but the water is a little bit murky on both sides. None of you can see any fish or anything in any of them. At the very top, there is a glass like roof on them, kind of, and they have locks on them for safety, but one of them is broken and one of them is intact. Yeah.
Indy will, huh?
I said, that's you.
Oh, that's me.
That is you.
Do I see like anyone else up there? Like one of them's broken, so like, is there somebody up there?
Also been the previous person who is trying to get to it that we're trying to stop. Like, we've gotten to it at a different time.
You cannot see the flashing light, and I don't know if Kiki would have told you that she thinks that the security guard went in there.
Yeah, okay.
But that's the idea that she has about it.
So Indy is going to climbing gear down, but above them. So like Indy wants to be on top, so they're below.
Are you landing on the roof of the aquarium, of the tank? Or what do you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Rufus will definitely be on top.
I loved that. Great. That was amazing. If you didn't have inspiration already, have inspiration. Okay, the roof has a little like basically trapdoor latch, like a glass trapdoor. So you can land. I'll say you can rappel down pretty easily. Are you leaving the rope up there for an escape, or are you bringing it down?
So, leaving it.
You got a grappling hook and a rope up there, and you land in front of them. And you guys see, as you're opening the latch of the trapdoor, Kiki, Indy lands in front of you.
So, it looks like one of these was broken into.
Oh. Kiki's gonna point out at this point the flashing red light and be like, I'm pretty sure that's the security guard from earlier.
I didn't see any fish in there, though.
He could be hiding.
Are you gonna go swimming in that?
Yes.
There's no fish in there. What are you getting?
Well, I want to get his special red light, because maybe you can only see the red squid in the red light.
That is interesting. What if the water killed the guard then?
Well, then it's a good thing I've got a breathing apparatus.
No, like...
Oh, God. Okay, Adonis kind of knows what Indy is getting at, so he's gonna go and just like put his finger just like in the water.
Okay. You take level 3 harm acid touched. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Oh my god!
That was so good.
I was
Thank you.
terrified.
I was like, how do I scare them right now?
I was like, Kiki was fully ready to jump in that shit. Like, she
Would have died.
No, the water's fine. It's a good temperature.
Doesn't seem that there's anything wrong with it.
All right. Go for it. I mean, maybe that'll be good to have.
Alright. Here we go!
Okay.
And she dives in.
Nice.
Good
Oof.
little swan dive.
Amazing. You dive in and you guys can see her swimming below in the tank as she gets lower. You have goggles on and they help you. They actually are able to help you see clear through kind of murky-ish, like dusty parts of it. You know, when you're trying to see through water, even when you have goggles on, it's weird, but these are very clear. And you start to get down and you see a bright red light as you're getting a little bit closer. Make me a roll to be able to see what you're looking for, basically.
Okay.
Everyone
Yeah.
above, make me what would also be considered a perception check as well.
I'm
So
gonna
just-
use my inspiration on this one for the extra guy.
Got it.
I'll do survey. I'll also use my inspiration. Why not?
6.
5.
That's a double 1.
Asmus is going through it.
Yes.
4. I used my inspiration dice as well.
Asmus is the only one who doesn't notice. Asmus is looking around the room like, wow, Sarah would have loved this place. While the rest of you, Kiki's getting lower. She's been going down for about a minute and a half. When it's pretty deep. When Donis, Rufus, and Indy, you guys think you see a fish in the water. And it comes up and starts to come up a little bit. And an angler fish is in front of you. As Kiki goes lower and the bright red light starts leading her closer to it. And you see a dark shadow with your 6. The size of a small house, almost. Like a really small house, I guess. Like a shed. The size of a shed.
Looks like Kiki's penny in.
Call.
And
to
I really hate to say I
urgently.
told you so.
what
Look,
are you
I didn't
You get out of
say it was smart.
No, that's just as indie.
It's like, Kiki, get out of there now. You have to get out of the water right now.
Oh, he hears back like, oh, I know.
And as you do, you see on one of its sharp teeth is the pair of keys that you saw on that man before as an arm slowly rises.
Is this like Fluffy, the 3-headed dog in Harry Potter? Like, do we need to serenade it to sleep?
I was gonna
No,
say,
no.
so another question for the Blade Keeper. with the slumber essence, if she were to dump that in the water, since she has the breathing apparatus, would it affect her?
You don't know.
Shit.
Would
Well, if it knocks her, Kiki's thought process. Oh, if it knocks me out, it's knocking them out too. And she's gonna pull out another vial of slumber essence and uncork it in the water.
All right.
why are they so stupid? Why are these two specifically? Why?
They were made to be friends.
They really were.
You have
Kiki was initially supposed to be smart, but I'm so fueled by chaos that she is dumb in all aspects that are not school related.
she's book smart, but ain't got nothing
Can we-
else.
Can we just say, for the physics aspect of opening a vial underwater, that the potion that is in the vial is less dense than the water itself, so that the water from the outside goes in and pushes it out? Because that was my first thought, is that, well, nothing's going to come out of it.
Well, if it wasn't coming out, she would like put her finger in and like swirl it and stuff. Like she would be forcing that shit out.
So clarifying question: the anglerfish is the one in the water that we're all seeing, and it's not like another animal is also in there hidden.
Oh no, you guys saw a smaller version. You guys haven't seen the big version. Only Kiki has seen the big version.
But Kiki's looking at the anglerfish bigger version, or no?
Yes. You guys have seen
So we
smaller
have not
anglerfish.
seen any squids yet.
No, no squids.
Okay.
You are all slowly seeing an arm come to the top. Of a man. Kiki, you uncork the slumber essence. It goes as water fills the vial and it goes out. You kind of angle it at the anglerfish. I'm gonna also have to make a fortune roll for this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hard DM thinking right here. As it goes out, it gets in its face and it goes, and you can see that it's mainly not getting drowsy or knocked out. It looks like its movements are getting slower, but it like has its mouth open, like like it's stuck like that for a minute as it's trying to push out whatever you just put in.
Gonna reach for the keys.
All right, roll me.
Okay, the good thing about that is I can probably finesse that shit. Because she's trying to be like, phew.
I believe in you. We're gonna encompass this real quick. Hold on. We're gonna encompass this in all in one roll, the grabbing and the trying to get away part, okay? Gonna cover all of it.
6.
Oh my god, okay. Deftly, you slide the key as it's like choking. You turn around and you've got your feet starting to move when you hear the water around you shakes. And below you, you see an even brighter light as this anglerfish, twice as big as the one in front of you, starts rising up with its mouth open. And it's like the full jaws, mouth open, and you are swimming away from this thing. With this 6, I'll say you're able to like kick your way up, and you're getting to the top and you're latching on to the trapdoor area. As it's coming up, the tank that it is in, its sides are scraping the side of the glass that is facing everybody, and you guys all see it scraping as it is like gnawing, trying to get onto Kiki as she yanks herself out of the tank and is on top. And it literally jumps above the water by like 2 feet and hits the roof. And the roof of it cracks a little bit as it goes back down. And it looks like it sees you all and its eyes dilate.
Jeez.
Kiki is going to lay there on the glass, like her back is on the glass, pull off the breathing apparatus, and just breathe for a little bit. Just like
Did you close the trapdoor behind you?
Probably.
You're sitting on it when you're kind of breathing and the others are watching and like, holy shit, and then it comes up again and pushes you off of the glass and you end up flying off and falling to the floor 10 feet below.
I try to catch her.
Yeah, you can try to catch her. Go ahead.
Would that be Can I try to do it with finesse?
Yeah. Plausible.
Double threes.
Double threes. You
It adds up to a 6, right?
technically.
Technically.
You reach out and you're like, oh shit, and you put your arms out like this, but she lands right there. You're like, take level 1 harm twisted ankle.
Tried.
Bruised ego.
Donna takes level 1 harm bruised ego.
From the floor, Kiki says, "Thanks for trying."
He is gonna hold out a hand to help her up, very pointedly not mentioning the fact that he had failed to catch her.
Yeah.
Rufus just looks around and he's like, well, there was no squid in there.
No.
What about the other tank?
Do I have to go swimming in that one?
I can do it. And then he goes to find another pair of scuba, another scuba outfit, like the flippers, the breathing apparatus, anything else that Kiki had that he could be able to find around.
I feel like there might be a better way to do this. Look around to see if there's labels on any of the tanks.
Yeah, go ahead. Adonis, you find scuba gear pretty easily. That fits you. Also, it wasn't until the thing that the time came out and you were all going, oh my god, that was when Asmus noticed it. And you went, ah.
That's a 5 and a 4.
Nothing in here is labeled. The only thing labeled was the scuba gear.
Thank God Kiki is not that stupid.
No. When you looked earlier, we established that it also wasn't labeled.
He's gonna put on the scuba gear and then go into the water.
Okay. You go over to the other one. It is locked.
God damn it. Do the keys that Kiki retrieved go to this trapdoor?
You could certainly try it.
She will
Alright.
toss them over to you to try.
That be finesse or study?
Well, you got the key. So it either works or it doesn't work, honestly.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
So
So
you put
he
it
is gonna try the key.
in. Click. Opens up.
He's gonna throw the keys down, back down, and then he's gonna look at everyone. He's like, "So this is the best course of action, right?"
Nothing was labeled.
Okay. He's gonna shrug and then go in.
Kiki is gonna climb up, by the way, and lay on her stomach with her head over the trapdoor, so that if Adonis is coming up and needs to get out fast, that she can reach down for him to help pull him out.
Okay, cool.
Indy's keeping watch.
Rufus and Asmus, what are y'all doing?
Poking at the anglerfish tank.
Rufus is near the opening for the tank that Adonis just went in.
Okay. Adonis, you swim down. This one is also pretty deep. You couldn't get a general idea of how deep the one Kiki went in was, at all, but this one's pretty deep. Eventually you see little baby squids, 3 little baby squids just going as it slowly moves across the water. And they are white. There is no red in them yet. It's just white with a black ring around them. So you had a
Are
little
they baby vampire squid?
they look to be. Yeah. Um, and yeah, they look to be, if you'd like to investigate them further or look further down. Either one?
I'll investigate further. So that be survey.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2.
2?
Mhm.
Would you say 2?
Yeah, 2.
2, okay. You swim further down. You're looking, you can't really see anything, but you feel something brush the back of your leg. And you turn to look at what it is, and there is a squid the size of a PlayStation 4 latched to the side of your leg.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna get like a net. You can pull out a net, I guess, like for logging purposes. I guess that would be like burglary gear.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'll grab a net and just wrap it around my leg, and then swim up.
Okay, yeah. Roll for the process of wrapping it around your leg and swimming up.
Can I do finesse for that one?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Could I take a devil's bargain for that one?
Yeah, technically you have to do it before you roll the die, but I will allow this.
Okay.
Devil's bargain. If you succeed on getting it up here, the baby squid are gonna follow you too, because that's their mama.
I'll take it. Hoping that Kiki, like, being there will help close it before the baby squid come up.
Hoping she's ready to karate chop a squid.
Yeah.
He's always ready to karate chop a squid if it's for Adonis.
Alright, go ahead and roll that extra die.
Swimming up as fast as you can. Wait, an extra die?
Now you roll one more die as your devil. The devil's bargain gives you an extra die for the roll.
Okay. I got 2 and 2 3s.
Did you re-roll the whole thing?
No, I just re-rolled the one extra.
Okay.
This is confusing, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It's fine. You wrap it around it, and the squid's like arms get locked into it, and it locks onto your leg. As another squid comes and locks onto your other leg, and they're trying to pull you down.
Oh god.
Can Kiki see this?
Pretty far down.
Okay, I'm gonna take a knife and try to stab the one that's not in the net.
Okay.
See if I can stab it.
All right. Give me a roll.
Could I possibly use finesse for that because it's focusing on like him being able to have the mobility to just stab it in the right spot.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think finesse or prowl would both work here, so you can definitely use finesse.
Yeah. 3 and a 4.
You stab it successfully, and it unlatches itself as its own blood starts pooling in the water. And you're able to start moving upward when you hear water start moving, and you look down and you see probably 25 other squid start heading up
dear God.
toward the
Dear
blood.
God.
They are in a kind of blood frenzy, and their like limbs are like twirling around, and you are grasping to get up.
I'm swimming as fast as I can.
All right.
Piranha vampire squids.
I'm gonna roll this fortune roll to see how they do on latching onto you. 2. You get up. One of them latches onto the net, but you're able to pull out. And you guys all see the water is churning. Everyone outside of it can see it like churning and bubbling up as Adonis starts like swimming up. He got a head start of about 30-40 feet, and that is the only thing that is keeping them, because they are right on his tail now as he is like latching, trying to get out of this trapdoor.
Kiki's there to help him out.
All right, roll me for that pull because you are 5'1".
Oh no.
Kiki, do it. I believe in you.
This is where Adonis
Rufus
died.
is there too.
Rufus is
Yeah,
also
Rufus-
there. You
Rufus
can
can help pull.
do a group action if you'd like.
That's fine.
Okay. You guys have to choose the same thing though.
What are you choosing, Kiki?
The I think the bad, like, I'm trying to. Could prowl technically work for this? Because it's like climbing and swimming and stuff like that.
Yeah, that works. You're
Okay.
prowling to grab onto him.
Yeah.
So if you both make a prowl roll, and then who's leading it,
I'll lead it.
okay, you like stress
Yeah.
if someone fails. Go ahead.
6.
I got a 6, but I also got a 2, and I don't have any
Any dots and prowl? That's
any
fine.
dots and prowl, so it's a
Okay.
2.
Fine.
Okay, I'll take stress.
Yeah, take 1 stress. As you guys, you both grab on to one of his arms and pull him out. And as you're pulling, Kiki, you slam the door closed again. As a flurry of squid started trying to attack it. They're going, like, you can hear the thunk, 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 thunk constantly against it. And it starts to like move you because you're very small, but you've got Adonis out. So now Rufus is also putting like all of his weight on holding it down as you guys like relock it. You're pulling out. You have a vampire squid stuck to your leg. Take level 1 harm blood sucked as you are feeling very woozy. Actually, take level 1 harm woozy because your blood is being sucked out of your leg.
He's like lying down on the top of the tank, and he's like, "I got this. I got the squid."
Wouldn't it be so funny if that wasn't the actual squid we needed, though?
This is actually the werewolf squid.
Oh my god.
They have a war going on with the vampire squid.
Indy will. Do we know if these things need water to live? Do we know if we need it alive?
We just know we need its blood, I think.
It's still latched onto you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still sucking your blood. If you don't get that off, you're gonna take another level 1 harm.
So we can
Oh,
kill
shit.
it, right?
Yeah. As
He's
long
like
as we-
trying to get it off, I guess. Is this
Flashback,
actually-
Rufus had asked about that at some point or another.
About killing it?
To see if we needed it alive or dead.
Yeah, I think you just need its blood.
Okay. Oh, the fucker.
Indy. Yeah.
Adonis
Indy's
is like trying to stab it, but it's not.
Punch him
going
in the
very well.
face.
Lift your leg up and then put it back
punches
down
him in
really
the
hard.
face. Talk about what?
Like I like acted it out, but I'm sitting on my bed, so my laptop fell off of my bed.
We stand.
It's fine. It's
Dedication. Dedication to the craft.
This is going in the episode.
Adonis is not smart, and neither am I.
I love how Team Dumbass has taken the lead here for this one.
Indy is gonna stab the squid.
Kiki will pull out her 2 empty slumber essence vials and hold them out for blood.
Yeah, that's valid. And they're cleaned of water.
Yeah.
You stab the squid pretty easily. That's okay. And it gets a little like the entire squid goes from red to pitch black. And there's a little like spurt, 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 and you got the vial there for the blood. You have to make sure that you stabbed it in the right place. So I'm gonna say that you did because you talked to Timothy about it. Because it's been sucking blood out of Adonis, there is a possibility you're just collecting Adonis blood.
Like a mosquito.
Like a mosquito, yeah. Like when you slash a mosquito, it breaks into blood. It's usually your blood that it's breaking, that it's blushing into.
I
So-
would have stabbed it in the head though.
Where does its blood go is the question I'm asking myself now.
I would assume that if you are a blood-sucking squid, that you're using it to eat, so it would go into your digestive tract.
But the whole
Whatever
head,
that
but
is.
like a squid's entire head is its body too.
Yeah,
So
but
are you
then
going
it
for the
has
very
its
top?
little, yeah, like it's underneath would have its beak.
Yeah. So
That's
are you,
where squids would chomp from. It's underneath. And so its head would be.
you're going for the very top of it? Okay. I think that's fine. You're able to get it. As it's dead and you're pulling it off too, Adonis, in the side of your leg, you see a kind of like 4 indents where it was like it had like its beaky fangs enlarged in you and was taking blood out of your calf as you collect 2 vials of blood.
Great. Okay.
Do we need to suck your leg to get? Is there poison?
Volunteers trivia?
Would I would I know if there was poison?
Fortune roll. 3, 5, 6, no poison. 1, 2, 3, poison. Poison. Yeah, there's poison.
Oh, okay.
It's like, yeah,
So we chop off the leg?
no.
Flashback.
I'm kidding.
Hey,
Flashback. Rufus also got like antidote from from Luna because we were talking specifically about trying to go find vampire squids.
It's true.
All right, take 1 stress for the flashback, but you can have antidote for this.
Rufus gives the antidote to Adonis.
okay. He takes it.
Amazing, iconic. You guys take it, and there is some like the thumping of the glass continues on. And you also see the squid on one side and the smaller anglerfish on the other side for like seem like they're noticing each other for the first time. And that's like, I could eat that. And I think so. You think they're both thinking that as they both just start slamming against the glass on both sides. And there's a small on one side.
Rufus looks around, and at this point he's like, okay guys, I think it's time to go now. And like he's already like figured out the best way out.
Okay. Indy goes up.
You did have your rope still.
Yep.
Make me if you want to. Rufus, did you, when you say you found the best way out, were you telling me that so that I could tell you what the best way out was, or did you have a way out idea? Okay.
Nope, that one.
Okay. It will take you some time for all of you to get up the rope, and you will all have to roll for it for upper body strength. But you can try.
Gonna prowl this.
Okay.
Yep.
As you're doing this, everyone, before you roll, tell me what order you're going up.
Indy first.
Yep.
Rufus will go last.
Kiki will go after Indy.
I guess Adonis would be like second to last.
Yeah,
Just in case like he's holding up anyone if Rufus really wants to go last.
Asmus will go in the middle then.
Asmus would. Cool.
We got, okay, you got a 6. Okay. Indy, you guys are like looking for a way around, and Indy's already holding the rope and just starts going up. 5. Kiki's next, able to get up pretty well. As you're pulling up, you hear a, as the, you don't notice it as much, but the grappling hook has started to just lodge slightly, and you pull yourself up. Asmus, go up again. What did you get, Adonis? 5. And what did you get, Rufus?
No!
Adonis, you pull yourself up, and as you're almost at the top, you're like pulling onto the thing, as Rufus grabs onto the bottom, and the glass from the glass window that it's held on breaks, and it falls down, right as water starts spurting out of the piranha side, and Rufus is just standing there holding a rope that is not connected to anything.
Grab the grappling hook part as it falls.
Okay, give me a roll for that. Anyone can help.
I do finesse?
Yes.
It's like quick thinking. 5 and a 3.
5's good enough. You reach down and grab it as it's falling and give a kind of look to Rufus. As Rufus, you're holding onto the rope. Someone is holding onto the rope again. And
Yeah.
you're
Before I do that, did I notice at any point the sleeping guard?
Yes. Yes, you did.
So as the water is now all coming into the office, I go to grab him as well to try and pull him up with me so he doesn't either drown or die from these vampire squid or anglerfish.
That's a valid statement. Well remembered. You go over and you see as Adonis has grabbed the rope, you look over, put him over your shoulder, and pull on the rope.
Indy's gonna yell down. Just the guards are probably gonna die. Just tie it, and I'm gonna help.
Rufus ties it around himself.
Okay.
Asmus helps too.
Yeah.
Make this a group action. I would recommend making it a group action. Who would want to lead that? Okay, and then you all roll the same thing and then take the highest results.
What are we rolling? What stat are we rolling?
I only have prowl.
Prowl is my highest.
Okay.
Okay.
But would that work for what you're doing?
It says climb, so technically
Does it say
pulling a rope is the opposite of climbing.
so you want the opposite of prowl? No, I think yeah.
It's just like sheer
You're just
strength
you're
of, like,
climbing
pulling.
the opposite direction.
Yes, that is allowed.
Okay. 6, 2, and 1.
I rolled 3 6s.
The most critical of successes. Oh my god, that's cursed.
5, 6, and 2.
I don't know how I'm gonna try and do this without like messing with it.
I love it.
Wow.
Oh my
Beautiful.
god. Oh, look,
Bless
I have
the
dice like that
pineapples.
Oh,
too.
God bless pineapples,
Pineapples.
everyone.
Yes. 3 6s. God damn. You go to pull. Kiki has got so much adrenaline running through her right now. And you're all yanking it. And Rufus, as you're being lifted, you're about 10 feet in the air when the glass bursts from both sides. And you just hear as they are chomping to get at each other. They chomp up to get at you, and you just elbow one in the face. And you're just like, get back down as you are pulled slowly above. Some of them try to reach you, but the water does not flood the room up high enough. It's only enough for them to break free. So you're able to get out. There is drool on you now. A man sleeping. As you are pulled out of the roof, and you have successfully got vampire, squid, blood, and we will call the score there. Yay! Before we end for the night, we're gonna do just entanglements from the score, and then we will continue downtime actions in the next episode next week. So let's go ahead and do just entanglements real quick and heat, because those are things that need to be done after a score. So heat. What kind of exposure? I would say this is smooth and quiet, low exposure, because they did not notice you were anything. So that's 0 heat for that. 1 heat for a high profile or well-connected target. No. 1 heat if it happened on a hostile turf. No. 1 heat if you're at war. No. 2 heat if killing was involved. You avoided it. Just barely, but you avoided it. That's no heat for this. So we're gonna do entanglements. Good job. You guys have a wanted level of 1, which means we roll.
Wait, so entanglement happens every time for a wanted level?
As long as you have a wanted level, yes. So for entanglements, yeah.
Okay.
For entanglements, there is a table, and then I roll a die, and I roll more die depending on how many entanglements you have. Wanted level, yeah. Okay. Yes. So, and then there's different levels from your heat. So if you have a low heat, medium heat or high heat. So you have 0 heat right now. And that is Unquiet Dead. A rogue spirit is drawn to you. Perhaps it's a past victim. Acquire the service of an occultist to attempt to destroy or banish it, or deal with it yourself. Who have you guys killed?
6.
Other than 6. His soul has been given to somebody.
So we have no one.
Good
Yeah,
enough.
because the only other, like, unless something else happened in the one-on-ones and stuff, the only people we killed were around Cyrus or 6.
I mean, Indy's killed a lot of people.
True. This is it doesn't have to be a victim, but this is just gonna be what it is. In one of the assassination targets, a woman who was rising up in political ranks starts to you start to slowly feel her in the back of your head, Indy. And sometimes it feels like a ghostly hand is gripping around your neck, but you can't tell.
But I thought you said, but you kind of like it.
But you kind of like it, honestly. And you kind of like it. And that's where we'll end this episode of Thicker Than Water. Thank you for tuning into this episode of our Blades in the Dark series. Thank you to all of these lovely members of the cast. They did such an amazing job. And we will see you next week for episode 3. Bye!
Bye!
Oh god.
I had a really not safe for work thought about the Viper Potion. What if you consumed it and then... and then...
Star.
Yeah!
Technically, that would probably cause murder.
That would still kill them.
Work.
It would.